From the beginning, our desire at Grace Monroe has been to help raise up the next generation of leaders. That we want to invest in every stage to root the next generation in God's unconditional love so that they might be released and sent out into the world on His mission. When we first planted Grace Monroe, one of the first things we did was start what we called SDP, or Summer Discipleship Project, where college students would come to Monroe and live here for the summer. And so for those 10 weeks, we would pour into those kids and give them different ministry opportunities, disciple them, and different spiritual formation and practice. And they would live in community and work in our city.
Hey, I'm Katya.
And I'm Chase. We currently lead high school groups, and we have high school house church at our house once a month on Monday nights.
I started coming to Grace Monroe the summer after my sophomore year for SDP, Summer Discipleship Project. I was really new in my faith at the time. I wanted to learn how to follow Jesus. I wanted to be discipled. I wanted Christian community.
My name is John Miney. My wife Bailey and we are living out in Ogden, Utah. The summer after I graduated college, I did the Summer Discipleship Project in Grace Monroe, which was a summer where they pulled us aside. We lived in this house together with a group of guys and as a group of girls in a separate house where we unpacked what does it mean to be a follower of Jesus in whatever context God calls you, and spent a lot of time talking about discipleship, spent a lot of time talking about vocation and calling.
That summer, a few families at the church were very heavily involved in just doing life with us, Bible studies, taking us to serve around the city, and really modeling what it looks like to follow Jesus, not just going to church on Sunday morning, but what does it look like 24/7 in your everyday life?
I had been interning at Grace Athens actually in college and wanted to do the residency, and they didn't have any open spots in Athens, but they said, hey, you should go check out Monroe. I feel like it's just such a spiritually forming time to have your first after college job. It was kind of I was figuring out who I was and what I wanted, this next season of my life to look like.
The importance of knowing God's voice and how it takes faith and makes it very personal. That's always been a huge part of our story and our faith journey. The first call is just to follow Jesus. The secret to the second call is just be obedient to the first call. So just be obedient to following Jesus and being a son of God. A lot of that summer gave us the calling and the courage and the tools to go do what we're now doing. And it has definitely shaped the DNA of Good Soil Church, which is the church we've planted out here in Ogden. We moved out here, knew nobody, and slowly started to build what we called a launch team. So a group of people who we shared, hey, here's what we're here to do. Would you be interested in helping us start this? It launched February 1st, and we had about 470 people there on that first Sunday.
God has grown in us a heart to pour into the next generation the way that we had been discipled.
Hopefully they're seeing the thing that I saw from my leader of the time that I've poured into their lives, that they're now seeing, hey, we can go do that for other people as well. And just this compounding effect, and it's really, really cool.
So that full cycle of multiplying disciples and reproducing leaders, that comes back to the very heart of why we feel like God planted this church. So in Galatians, we see God's heart to set His people free, to form a new family of faith, united in Jesus Christ, and then empowered to live this Spirit-filled life, to carry His freedom and love and grace into the world.
I'm convinced more than any ability, more than any skill set, that the Lord is just looking for willing people. The greatest thing you can do is just say yes.